Can we have some girl chat, please? So I have truly learned to love myself. And along this journey of learning who you are, it is so important to love yourself. We live in a world, a society where identity crisis is a real thing. It's a big thing, and people are confused, sad, don't know who they are, have yet to really accept the God-given human that God has created them to be, from their hair type to their eyes, how their face is structured, their body type, their nose. I mean, everything about them. God created it uniquely, beautiful, to be marveled at, to be, wonderful and in awe of. And, as a young woman in this day and age, in this culture, it's challenging to accept who you really are because there's so many things or so many ideas about yourself, so many false ideas pushed upon us, upon you to be something that you're not, to conform to something that you're not. And one of the things that I do is I limit my time on social media, big time. I limit my time looking at other people so that I can spend more time looking at myself and embracing who I am and practicing loving on myself. When I wake up in the morning, I say my affirmations, I encourage myself, I rehearse believing in myself and believing that everything I have is enough for me. From the looks, I've never had like perfect skin or like clear skin. And so that's always been a challenge for me. It's always been a source of insecurity for me, to the point to where I wouldn't go out the house without makeup on because I thought I wasn't enough. I thought I was ugly. And so I took it upon myself to challenge myself. And, I heard this young woman say one day, you cannot compete with a fake version of yourself. And that's really the freedom that I needed, what I needed to hear to really be free from things that I was putting up on myself to make myself feel better. And if I didn't have it, then I wasn't enough. And it's like, if I don't love myself, if I don't love who I am, ain't nobody gonna love me. Won't nobody be able to experience a true authentic me because I'm not willing to give the true authentic me. I'm not willing to embrace and be confident in the true authentic me. And what you tell yourself, what you give out, is literally what you receive. If you give out fakeness, you receive that because you're not allowing people to see the real you. So they're going to respond to the fake you, and you're not going to be able to experience realness from that person. So it's much more than just the outer exterior or the outer experience, but it's an internal thing, and it's an internal pursuit of true self love. And so I said all that to say your hair, your body type, your clothes is enough. You don't have to look like everybody else. You don't have to wear all the makeup like every woman does. Well, a lot of women do. If that's what you want to do, do it. But if you don't have to. You can embrace your own hair. If you want to wear extra hair, do it. But you don't have to. I really want to help you and to really help you free yourself from the pressures of culture, from the pressures of society. Because what I've learned is that many people don't do the work. They do the work externally. They look beautiful on the outside, so beautiful that they look fake. They look beautiful on the outside, but internally, they're as wicked as can be. Because the human heart is wicked. It needs to be sorted out. It needs to be cleaned up. It needs to be changed. It needs to be gutted. It needs the Holy Spirit, the Spirit of God, to come in and do work, to literally do reconstruction, demolition work, tear it all down to build it back up again. And when we don't take the time to do that, what we will do is we'll build this beautiful casing of a hollow woman, beautiful casing on the outside, but stale, ugly, disgusting, sinful, evil on the inside. And so if you find yourself being jealous, that's really what I want to get to. If you find yourself being jealous or feeling inadequate, feeling like you're not enough when you see another woman look a certain way, it's not that woman's fault. Let that woman be who they are. Let them do whatever that they're doing. If they want to dress up or dress down, however they want to dress, let them do that. But deal with your own heart. Deal with your own insecurities and your own jealousy, and figure out why you're even feeling that way. Why don't you feel like you are enough? Why don't you feel like your hair is enough? Can you stand next to a woman who is decked out with all this makeup on? And can you stand next to her bare face and still feel confident and still feel beautiful? Can you do that? That is a learned skill. I'm telling you, as a woman, as a woman going through this culture and growing in confidence, 30 years old, it takes time to do that. And so many women, older women, have even yet to do that. But it takes time. Give yourself time to do that. You don't want to be 40, 50, 60 and still feel insecure, still feel like you're not enough. As if what God has put inside of you or how God made you is not enough. It's not good or refreshing for someone else to experience. It is. But if you find yourself being jealous and all that stuff, like deal with that, confront that, build yourself up, encourage yourself. But also, I want you to think about this. Like I said, you're not bashing another woman. Never do that. Never try to minimize somebody else to build yourself up. But think about it like this. This other woman has to go through the same healing pathways that you do. When all the makeup and all the clothes and all the money or the money that we think someone has when they're really in debt, you got to realize stuff like this so you won't feel pressured, to do and be what everybody else is doing. But when you think about that, when you think about the unforgiveness or the things that they have to go through, the gutting out of the wicked heart, you ain't got to be jealous of that. Like, you don't want to be jealous of that because that's a lot of work. That's pain that person is experiencing. That's work that they have to do, they have to grow through. And let me tell you, I've been going through it. I've been growing through it. And guess what? I ain't jealous of that. I don't want nothing to do with that. My process is my process. I don't want to have to go through these tests again. I want to keep growing and keep thriving and keep changing, keep believing, keep developing into the Brittany Marie Jones that I'm called to be. But when you look at it like that, it's like, why would I be jealous of that, of her process? Like, I don't want her process. I don't want her life because I got enough of my own to deal with. I got enough of my own. I really hope that perspective, I hope that makes sense to you, to try to help and kill, help kill the comparison and the jealousy, because it's real. Especially if you're always on social media, it's real. And you probably should severely limit your time on social media, because as much as you say, I ain't comparing, I'm not jealous, yeah, you are. Comparison is inevitable when you're constantly on social media in every aspect of life. It's inevitable. You will compare yourself. So give yourself a chance to develop your own sense of self-worth, self-love, self-identity before trying to take on somebody else's identity who really don't even know their identity. But yeah, don't be jealous. No need to be jealous of someone else and what they have, because what you have is enough, and you don't want their process. You don't want to have to go through the healing process or whatever they have to go through when everything is said and done, when everything is stripped and they're standing bare before the Lord, when they have to sleep at night by themselves. You never want to be beautiful on the outside and just, unfulfilled and hurt, or not pursuing true healing, true love in God on the inside. You don't want that. Does that make sense? I hope it does. That's just something that I think of to help me like zero back in and center my thoughts. Like, okay, Brittany, love yourself. Enjoy your own process. Enjoy your own journey. Enjoy your hair. And let me tell you, I love my style. I love the fact that I'm unique. I can do whatever I want to do with my hair. I don't have to ask somebody for permission to be me. And when you're confident in who you are, confidence, it inspires confidence in other people. That is a true attraction. People will be drawn to your authenticity. So my goodness, be who God created you to be. And it's okay to be different, girl. My goodness, I'm tired of the carbon. I'm tired of the replicas of the same kind of woman. Can somebody just be themselves? That's all I got. Stay encouraged. Peace. Peace.